What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be revisiting one of my all-time favorite Twitter pages and bringing you guys some of the best posts. The Twitter page is called Conservative Self-Owns and it's pretty self-explanatory. I kind of hand-selected some of my favorite posts that they've put up recently and I'm going to share them with you guys here today. Sit back, relax, enjoy, grab some popcorn. Yes, I did cut my hair. No, I'm not sure if I like it or not. It's very short. I don't want to hear anything about it. I don't want to hear anybody say anything about it. If you like it, keep your mouth shut. No, actually, if you don't like it, keep your mouth shut. And if you do like it, please gas me up in the comments. So the first tweet that I'm going to show you guys is somebody saying they've lost their minds. What does this even mean? I'm assuming that this person is not a conservative in this instance, and it's just somebody saying that conservatives have lost their minds, or maybe just cishet people in general have lost their minds, because the picture of the bathroom doors says eggs and peaches or sausage and bananas. Like, what does eggs and peaches have to do with being a woman? Like, okay, sausage and bananas I can kind of see for like a men's bathroom, I guess, because those are both phallic objects. But you guys couldn't come up with anything better than eggs and peaches for women? Also, there's literally a sign right next to the men's restroom, right next to the door that says sausage and bananas, that just says men. So like, they shouldn't have even put those up in the first place. If they're gonna have the actual gendered bathroom signs up right next to the door, why would you put the horrendous, nonsensical fucking decal up there in the first place? It's just unnecessary at that point. This next one, I think I might piss a couple people off with this one, especially if you're one of those Elon Musk dick riders. This one is saying, how can you tell if you're an NPC or a main character? And Elon Musk responded, the complexity of your dialogue tree. And then they took a screenshot of all of Elon Musk's replies, and it's just extremely ironic because he said the complexity of your dialogue tree, and yet if you look at his replies to other tweets, he says the same fucking thing over and over and over, implying that he's not a main character, he's just an NPC. He literally says concerning, concerning, extremely concerning, very concerning, concerning, extremely concerning, very concerning, concerning, over and over and over again, bros. He's like a robot. Elon Musk is an NPC. You heard it here first. Next up, we've got a screenshot of a tweet from Conservative Self-Owns. It's an article from Vox.com, and it says, Florida passed a draconian anti-immigrant law. Now, GOP legislators are mad that the state agriculture industry, which is heavily dependent on immigrants, can't find enough workers.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
What did you expect for a state like that? If you start taking away immigrants' rights and you start putting into place anti-immigration laws and things like that, obviously all of the immigrants there, which is the majority of the population, they're gonna leave. This one is a picture of a man at I'm assuming it's like a MAGA rally, a pro-Trump rally, something. And he's wearing a shirt and it says, America, take it or leave it. But he's holding the rebel flag. I found this picture really ironic because the rebel flag, or the Confederate flag, represents the Confederacy, obviously from the Civil War. And the Confederacy wanted to separate from the United States because they didn't want to lose their right to own slaves. And I thought that the picture was ironic, and then I remembered this one meme that I've seen circulating Twitter for a while. It's this one right here with the goose, and he's like, states' rights to do what? Because every time you ask somebody who has the rebel or the Confederacy flag, whatever you want to call it, and you ask them, okay, what was the Civil War about? Like, what did the Confederacy want the outcome of the Civil War to be? Half the time they're just going to look at you and go, oh, it was about states' rights. It was about states' rights. It was about the government not interfering with the states and with the people's rights. And you say, okay, but states' rights to do what? It was states' rights to own slaves. You're advocating for slavery. You're literally advocating for slavery. Like, there's no other way to put it. Here's a classic tweet. Dudley Brown said, if Dylan Mulvaney is a man, then my AR-15 is a fishing pole. Dylan Mulvaney is not a man, and your AR-15 is not a fishing pole. Like, you are correct. This would probably be better suited not under Conservative Self-Owns, more under the Reddit thread Accidental Ally. Obviously the way he worded it, yes, it is a self-own, but for me personally, I like to think that he said this as an ally. I like to think that, you know, he's got the spirit. He missed the execution a little bit. Because Dylan Mulvaney is a woman, and your AR-15 is an AR-15. It's not a fishing pole. So you're right, you're correct. Okay, I added this one because conservatives are always claiming that queer people, specifically trans people, are groomers and that we're coming for their kids and we're indoctrinating their children. This tweet is literally proof that it is the opposite way around. This guy said, women younger are better because they are actually willing to learn a thing or two about life from a man rather than think that they know it all. Men aren't out for control, but it's emasculating when you have a partner who always questions your leadership abilities and doesn't learn. This tweet is literally like textbook definition of grooming behaviors. Like he is literally saying that he wants a woman who is younger than him so that he can purposefully feed her the information that he wants her to think so that she becomes exactly what he wants. And she's not a free thinker at that point. That's literally grooming. Like, that's the exact thing that they're accusing us of doing. He just admitted on twitter.com that he wants to do that. But we're the crazy pedophiles, we're the perverts. Like, sure bro, sure. Now, I tried to avoid the like transphobic stuff as much as I could, just because there's a lot of transphobia circulating the internet right now, and I thought it would be nice to kind of take the focus off of like the trans issue, the trans genre of drama, but there were some that was just like too ridiculous to not add. So this is one of those where this trans woman posted a picture of her breast milk that she has stored in her freezer, and she said, "I know that I'm a transsexual and that I can breastfeed, excuse me. The proof is literally in my freezer." So of course we know that if a trans woman is taking estrogen, she will develop breasts and can have the ability to lactate. This guy says, or you just nutted in those bags and said, "Guys, I can breastfeed." First of all, that is a lot of jizz. Like, if that was actually true, who is producing that much that they could fill up 7 bags of what looks like 6 ounces? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's some people out there who just are shooting absolute ropes and like massive loads, but that seems like a lot of nut to store and freeze over time. So it seems like an unattainable goal, personally. As you may know, there is a lot of discourse online, specifically on Twitter, and I've seen it on Reddit a lot as well, where conservative people like to go online and post pictures of celebrities, mainly celebrity women, and they'll claim that these celebrities are actually transgender. So this Historic Vids Twitter account just posted a picture of Jennifer Aniston, 1999. Just like a very classic photo shoot. Nothing really wrong or weird about it. This guy replied to it and put some circles over her abs and a circle over the shadow in her crotch area and said, "If she is a woman, then how do you explain this? Like, women can't have a rock hard six-pack? That's kind of sexist." I can't tell what it is that she's wearing, but it's probably just casting a shadow down there, just with the way that the lighting is and everything. So this is just an incredible reach. It makes absolutely no sense to make a claim like this. I feel like a lot of people nowadays are just like sleeper agents, you know, and there's no thoughts in their brains until the moment somebody mentions the word transgender. They go fucking feral. They wake up and they're activated all of a sudden, and they're just making these baseless, crazy claims. And that's what this guy is right here. He's a transphobic sleeper agent who just was awoken for the sole purpose of calling Jennifer Aniston a trans woman, which wouldn't be an insult in the first place. Like, it's not the own that you think it is. It's just an adjective. It's just a describing word for somebody. It's just a label. And in this case, it's not even true. All right, last one. This one really pissed me off when I saw it. The Daily Mail posted on their Twitter account, "Jealous transgender woman murdered 3 sex workers as they were more attractive than she could ever plan to be." This is a pretty like horrific story. Like, obviously it's horrible that these women lost their lives to this person. Like, nobody should be murdered in such a brutal way. But if you scroll down a little bit and you read the community note that was posted underneath the Daily Mail's tweet, it says, "The murders happened in 1990. Donna Perry, who transitioned in 2000, was convicted in 2017. Not only did the murders happen years and years ago, back in 1990, but this person didn't transition until 2000, so 10 years after the murders occurred. And then they weren't even convicted until 2017. So why are you bringing it up now? Like, this happened so long ago. Why are you just now bringing it up on your Twitter account? I know why you're doing it. It's because it's reactionary journalism and you guys are just trying to get a rise out of everybody. I just thought it was really ridiculous that they would take something that happened so long ago and try to make it seem like recent news in a time where they know that there's a trans panic going on, and so they know that posting something like this would get a reaction out of a lot of their readers. So yeah, it was definitely done basically as bait, and unfortunately a lot of people fell for it before the community note was added. And it's just really shameful. This is just shameful journalism. It's just pointless. So yeah, those were my favorite posts, favorite recent uploads from conservative self-owns on Twitter. That's all that I've got for you guys today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.